In Greek mythology, the goddess Dike, also known as Dicé, was revered as the goddess of justice, fair judgments, and the rights established by custom and law. She was one of the three Horai, the goddesses of the seasons, and the keepers of the gates of heaven. Dike's role as the goddess of justice was of utmost importance in Greek society. She was responsible for ensuring that fair judgments were made and that the rights established by custom and law were upheld. Dike was also associated with the concept of moral order and the idea that justice should prevail in both human affairs and the natural world. As the goddess of justice, Dike was often depicted in art and mythology as a figure of moral authority and righteousness. She was portrayed as a noble and dignified figure, often carrying scales to symbolize the weighing of evidence and the balance of justice. Dike's presence in Greek mythology served as a reminder to mortals that justice should be upheld and that moral order should be maintained in society. Dike's association with the seasons and the gates of heaven also conveyed her role as a divine figure who oversaw the natural order of the world. As one of the Horai, Dike was believed to have a hand in maintaining the cyclical nature of the seasons and ensuring that the passage between the mortal and divine realms was regulated. This further emphasized her role as a guardian of order and justice in both the earthly and divine realms. In addition to her role as the goddess of justice, Dike was also linked to the concept of retribution and the enforcement of divine justice. In some myths, she was portrayed as a figure who punished wrongdoers and upheld the moral order of the universe. Dike's association with retribution served as a warning to mortals that their actions would have consequences and that justice would ultimately prevail. It is important to note that while Dike was a significant figure in Greek mythology, she was not specifically designated as the goddess of criminal justice. In ancient Greece, the concept of criminal justice was multifaceted and encompassed a range of deities, rituals, and legal practices. Instead, the administration of criminal justice in ancient Greece involved a complex interplay of religious, legal, and social factors. Deities such as Zeus, the king of the gods, and Themis, the goddess of divine law and order, were also associated with the dispensation of justice in legal matters. Furthermore, the Greek legal system relied on the involvement of judges, juries, and legal procedures to adjudicate criminal cases and uphold the rule of law. In conclusion, while Dike held a prominent place in Greek mythology as the goddess of justice, fair judgments, and moral order, she was not specifically designated as the goddess of criminal justice. Her role as a divine figure who oversaw the maintenance of order and fairness in both the mortal and divine realms was of great significance in ancient Greek society.